busy right now. He's busy. Busy.
Greetings. Chat is upside down. We don't know. We can't find the theme song. I sweating to death.
But we here.
Greetings.
We're here.
Oh,
Greetings,
how
y'all.
is everyone? Greetings,
I can't find the
everyone.
theme song. The theme song won't pop up, so we just here. And welcome to Let's Have the Conversation.
Welcome. That's too funny. Well, so did y'all know? Did anybody know that there is a 100% owned toothpaste company out there by the name of Prodent Max? And from what I understand, we have the owner of the company, Mr. Bruno. I believe he's going to be interviewing with Miss and one and only Quartita, the governess dean.
Sounds amazing.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Let me check on this because I think he's having some technical difficulties as well. Give me a moment. Let me step off camera and check on this, y'all. Hold on.
Okay. Will do. So how everybody's week been going thus far?
Has been pretty good. Itching to get back to the round table full of Melanites.
Right.
That's where everybody needs to be.
Absolutely. How's the committee? How's the committee's week been going? We've missed y'all. How y'all doing down there?
They doing okay. Everybody saying greetings panel.
Okay,
Greetings,
okay.
cousins.
They with us?
Yeah, they with us.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, it's been just one of those now I can't say days, but moments where just everything at the last minute just kind of is not going, you know?
Yes, you're right.
You have
that's
it in
all
one
right.
spot,
We
and
should
then
move
the next thing you
forward.
know, it's just disappearing.
Right.
Right. Oh man. So while we're waiting on the Mr. Bruce,
Mr.
let's
Bruno.
talk a little. Excuse me, Mr. Bruno. Horrible, right? Let's talk about this whole just a little bit. Just touch on it just a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Johnny Depp. Just a little.
Oh my
What y'all think
God.
about that whole situation?
This case ain't gonna never end.
Well,
Listen, if distraction
Man.
had a face, it would be this case. No pun intended. But
Okay. So
Uh-oh.
here we go.
Right.
So Mr. Bruno is not very computer savvy, he says. So we're going to just have him on the line, which we have him on now, and allow him to just do the interview via voice call. That way, it's probably going to make it easier for him and for myself as well. So welcome to Let's Have the Conversation, Mr. Bruno, owner and creator of Prodent Max toothpaste, which you may see me endorse from time to time. Mr. Bruno, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you guys are doing this evening?
Oh shit! Ooh. I'm sorry.
okay.
You got that voice. That's what I said too the first time I spoke to him. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Greetings. So you are on Let's Have the Conversation, Mr. Bruno. You and I started speaking, I believe back in February sometime, where I started doing the brand endorsing and things like that for Prodent Max. And I actually got a few tubes of the toothpaste for myself and for Maya J. And we've been using it. I've had family members ask me for it and then using it. And we just recently had taken it down to Kissimmee, because I always say Kissimmee, but it's Kissimmee. And we sold some. So tell us about your brand. Tell us about the Prodent Max.
Well, Prodent Max is a toothpaste, black owned, of course. And we got tired of the chemicals being in the toothpaste, like the fluoride and the other bad toxins that's in there. And what people got to realize, what you put in your mouth goes straight into your bloodstream. And Prodent Max is all natural ingredients. And let me see, we've been out about 2 years now. And we wanted to do things like our ancestors did, pretty much, if you follow me.
Yeah, right.
Natural ingredients and organic and natural ingredients.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm gonna let some of the panel get some of the questions. I know that they had some for you, and that'll probably make it, easier to get some of the information out that we were looking, to hear about, because I totally support the toothpaste. It's great. I use it every day. And I've been noticing how pretty and white my teeth are looking. I need some extra help because I keep eating sweets, and so they've been hurting for 2 days. But I mean, really, a panel. I know some of us prepare questions. Who wants to go first?
Well, before they get started, can I say something?
Absolutely.
Okay. First, I would like to say, even with the mouthwash, you have to be careful with. Mr. Listerine started in like the 1800s, okay? And when that got started, we tried to sell this product to people that had dandruff problems, gonorrhea, believe it or not. They used to use Listerine to mop the floors, but it wasn't selling. And they used it as a facial cleanser for men. It didn't sell that way either. Then they used it as a what's the word I'm looking for? Like cleaning the medical tools.
Yeah, okay.
That did not sell. So what happened, his grandson in 1921 came up with the word halitosis. And he put it all over the United States. Women
All right now.
not getting married is because your breath is terribly bad. If you try this product, men will flock to you. And it's been selling ever since.
Mm.
So, but it has so many chemicals in it,
Absolutely.
So if you guys use any type of Listerine or any mouthwash, that's just as bad as using any bad toothpaste because the same ingredients is inside of it.
Absolutely.
Get a man and strip your floors too.
And I just bought a Crest mouthwash. I guess I'm not gonna use that.
Well, I can't even use Listerine.
Well, if you ask your hygienist, they'll tell you not to use mouthwash because mouthwash have 26.9% alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it kills the good bacteria in your mouth. You don't want that. And if you read the back of it, it would tell you how dangerous it is if you make a mistake and swallow just a little bit of it.
Oh, wow.
You have to take your voice, right?
Yeah. No lies there.
Mm.
Yep.
So,
Wow, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Okay, right.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what questions do we have for Mr. Bruno? Because he's super knowledgeable, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. I would like to ask a question about fluoride. I know that fluoride in a lot of countries, like Australia, for example, is against the law to use because they consider it a poison, but it's included in our water, toothpaste, mouthwashes, and all that kind of stuff. Does Prodent Max include fluoride, or is it excluded from it?
Oh, no, sweetheart, we don't allow that. Well, if you think about it, fluoride, back in 1938, fluoride was used strictly for rat poison.
Mm.
And fluoride has a bad side effects. To name a few, fluoride causes tooth discoloration, tooth decay, skeletal weakness. Fluoride will also affect the calcium in your bones. Fluoride not only affects the bones in the human body and the teeth, it also affects your children's brain cell which affect their IQ. So if they used to use this for rat poison, you can imagine what it's doing to your body. But what it is, it's in small amounts. And after a while, that builds up in the body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just to name one of the, ingredients they have in their product. The other stuff will make fluoride look like a pump. Like it's not. But fluoride also, especially if you're using a mouthwash and you're using a commercial toothpaste, that's double fluoride going into your mouth.
Yeah, and I know you're really big, Mr. Bruno, on because you said things that go up under the tongue or in your mouth, period, is absorbed through the bloodstream, no matter what it is.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And mouthwash kills all bacteria, but you need good bacteria also. You got over 8 billion bacteria cells in your mouth. But at the same time, you got 700 different living species that live in your mouth too. So it's safe to say the mouth is
it's the nastiest, but sometimes it's the nastiest. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Mr. Bruno. Don't mind me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, my sister. We got it.
I had a quick question. Can y'all hear me?
Question, Kaya?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. He mentioned that it kills all of the bacteria, the commercial brands of toothpaste and all of those things. And I was just wondering if his toothpaste or mouthwash includes like a probiotic or something like that to help with good, bacteria.
Yes, it does. It improves the good bacteria, but get rid of the bad.
Okay.
Yes.
One of our people in our chat asked, she says she used peroxide as mouthwash. Is that okay?
Well, you can't use it all the time. There's nothing wrong with using that every once in a while, but after a while, that can be a problem. Now, if you don't, for some strange reason, if a person can't afford, or whatever, they just don't want to buy it, what they should do is get organic virgin coconut oil and a little baking soda. That will pull a lot of toxins out of your gums. But don't scrub your teeth because you've messed up the protective of the teeth. Okay?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
You said organic coconut oil and baking soda?
Yes. That will raise the pH level of the mouth. Right.
Now, when we first
something else, if you do what they call oil sucking or oil pulling, when you get the coconut oil in your mouth, like if you're in the shower, what you can do is suck it between your teeth. And I kid you not, it will scare the crap out of you. You would see brown and green stuff coming out of your gums. That's one of the reasons why I put virgin coconut oil in my product.
Oh.
Yes, I kid you not. While you're in the shower, just take, you just take a little small teaspoonful, put it in your mouth, and suck it between all your teeth for about 5 to 10 minutes longer while you're in the shower. Go to the toilet and spit that out. I spit it in the trash can because you don't want that oil going through your pipes. And you will see all kind of stuff come out of your mouth.
Oh, wow.
So not the liquefied coconut oil? You talking about the hard one?
Yeah, well, the hard one would turn liquefied after the temperature turns up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I was going to say to you, Mr. Bruno, because I have two questions. One, how long have you been in business with Prodent Max?
About 2 years.
Okay.
Yes, we started about 2 years ago. And matter of fact, in the month of August.
What brought you to it? What made you want to do this?
Well, one of the things that really got my attention was a lot of my friends was dying that was vegans and vegetarians. And I find that weird how they was very careful what they was eating. But after the funeral, I would ask one of the family members, what kind of toothpaste was they using? They always using commercial products. But they wasn't eating meat, or they was exercising every day. And it seemed like it just seemed like that may have something tied in with it. And when you do the research on fluoride, fluoride also causes cancer.
Mm,
Okay.
didn't know that.
All the way up from the early 1900s to 1938, that was all they put in rat poison. Strictly 100% fluoride. Now they got it in your water. They got it in your toothpaste. And another thing, when you use any type of product, never rinse your mouth with sink water, because fluoride, even though you're not swallowing it, anything you put in your mouth goes straight into your bloodstream. So just get you a bottle of water and take a sip out of it, and that bottle should last you about a month. And then, get the rest of the toothpaste out of your mouth.
I've never done that, but that's a great something to do.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Did anybody else?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
My
MJ.
question, my my question as you being the owner and whatnot, did you find it difficult getting into being an owner of a toothpaste in a genome dominated world? How was that for you?
Okay, I didn't hear the last part. Say that again, my brother.
I was saying being a melanite owner in a genome dominated world of toothpaste and whatnot, did you find it hard getting into that field of being an owner of a toothpaste? And
I don't
you know
know.
what I'm saying? Was that hard for you?
Terminology. So I guess he's
Mm.
asking, was it hard as a quote unquote black man getting into the field of white man's toothpaste?
Absolutely. Well, you should see this toothbrush I got coming out. That was even harder. I got a patent toothbrush where you hold it in your hand, you flick the button down, the toothpaste comes up the straw out the head of the toothbrush.
That's like my mascara. I told you I have a patent. I had a patent on it. That's dope. That's just like that. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that is real dope. So they just hating on you, okay?
You put a cartridge in the body of it. You just put the cartridge inside of the body of it.
Absolutely.
Twice,
right.
To come up out the head of it. So it's also have floss in there. So once your toothpaste tube is empty, you unload the cartridge and slide the other one inside.
Love that.
Now,
oh wow.
The toothpaste, yes, it was very hard. Manufacturers did not want to manufacture this because they begged, would you just put a little fluoride in there? I said, I cannot put no fluoride in this product. It must be fluoride free. And I had I kid you not, 3 manufacturers hang up on me.
How big?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Because they said the government would come down on them or I don't know what was going on with that. But they said it was too much paperwork.
Wow.
So I did find a company that did it for me. It's expensive as hell too. Just to make one was like $5.50 per tube.
Wow. Ooh. That's a lot.
Jeez. Yes, it is. It's a lot of money. That's ridiculous.
I have a lot of ingredients in here that will help the person out. And believe it or not, my best customers are dentists here in Chicago. They buy my products. I don't know if they sell it to their clients or if they give it to them, but they buy it by the cases from me.
Yeah, that's dope. That's lit right there. To have the
that's
dentist,
awesome.
you know what I'm saying, using a product that's a hellified endorsement to me. You know what I mean? That just speaks volumes to what the product is.
It's
just
like this fights cavity and may reduce bad bacteria in the mouth, prevent gingivitis and tooth decay, and get rid of bad breath. I also have bentonite clay. Bentonite clay is really sleep on. It's something that's from the earth as well. It is a detox and is excellent for mouthwash, great for absorbing toxins and removing bad bacteria. It also binds to heavy metals and toxins around the teeth and gums, giving you back minerals that is great for your oral care. So, now this coconut oil is really good. Everything I got in here is great for detox and to restore the gums. A lot of us care about how our teeth look, yes, but your gums is very, very important. I have clove oil, tea tree oil, myrtle oil, spearmint, peppermint, baking soda, sea salt, xylitol, and stevia. And all of this stuff is all organic on the earth.
Okay.
Love that.
Oh man, yeah, that's awesome.
The shelf life?
Well, I talked to the manufacturer about this. I'm thinking no more than about 4 or 5 years, because my problem was I knew it would blend together very well. I had to hire a chemist to put this together. In my basement, I kid you not, I did this for 6 months. I didn't want it to sit on the shelf for 6 months. Next thing you know, it's dividing like oil and water, if you know what I mean. We got it where it merged together just fine. Matter of fact, he told me we got like the Ferrari of toothpaste. He told me that my biggest sale would be really overseas because in the United States, we are familiar with chemicals. Overseas, people believe more in natural things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I love that.
But now with baking soda, what I was telling you before, it prevents gum disease. Baking soda helps to remove plaque. And it's also great for swelling gums, sore gums, and bleeding gums. Baking soda also raises the pH level in the mouth and whitens the teeth and freshens the breath. And a lot of people sleep on peppermint and spearmint, like peppermint fights, diseases and kill common bacteria that can lead to cavities and gum disease. So everything I got in this product is really, really great for you. Not only going to whiten your teeth, if you can go to bed at night, brush your teeth, you will still smell that semi-breath in the morning. Now, the best I have seen, I had tried this on smokers, coffee drinkers, weed smoke, everybody. I noticed people who went and got their teeth clean, it would literally keep your teeth that way. I have people came back and told me their dentist told them, I don't know what product you're using, but keep using it. So if you get your teeth clean, remove the plaque. This will help keep the plaque off your teeth and keep you healthy orally.
Love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Give you some information that you ain't never known of or thought about. I mean, really.
I know, right?
But you got to realize
Like a baking soda.
are the one who pretty much invented everything anyway. All I'm doing is standing on the shoulders of our ancestors.
Right.
And it's not just Bruno's product. This is all of our product. That's how I look at it, because we all represent each other.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you about, we have tea tree oil in this. Has antibacterial properties, and it can help control bacteria in the mouth and help avoiding tooth decay and plaque buildup. And we have clove oil. Now, clinical research indicates that clove oil can relieve tooth pain and bad breath, as well as help reduce gum disease. Clove oil also have a natural ability to stop the development of bad bacteria say, and can help fight mouth and throat infections. And it's also great for bleeding gums. I have had many people that bought my product say they had bleeding gums. Within 2 days, they didn't see it anymore.
Mm.
You know, and the best way is to let it soak in between your gums. Brush your teeth, but you don't have to scrub it like you're scrubbing a tub or anything. This is your teeth.
Yeah.
Lightly scrub it, certainly get it all around, and then get rid of it.
We'll do.
There's no burning with it.
I don't have any burning with it in my mouth at all. No.
Okay.
We're gonna
Well,
run the commercial, but this is the affiliate link that you can use right here. You see at the bottom of the screen. And that's that www.prodentmax.com/shop/max/cool/spearmint/ question mark WPAM_ID=3. Boom. There it is. Take a commercial break. We're going to run the ProDent commercial so you can see it and see what we're talking about. We run it every week. Gratitude to Mr. Bruno for coming on and sharing his knowledge with us. I don't want you to go anywhere just yet because I do have a question about something else that you had said to us, and I just want to share it with it. So we're going to take a break real quick. We're going to do the commercial. We'll be right back.
Sure.
This is a company that I use. This is toothpaste. This is all melanite, Black owned. I love it. I use it every day. All right, we are back. So, one last thing I wanted to say it again.
I say that song sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
The last thing I wanted to ask you about was our first conversation that you and I had with Maya J in our meeting. You had told us some ingredients to flush your body to remove toxins. And I'm wondering if that's something you will share with our audience.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. First, I want to say I'm not a doctor, but I do know these 3 ingredients, but you have to be careful how you take it. And my point is, if you're on any type of medication, you got to take this 3 hours before or 3 hours after you take that medication, okay? You don't want to mix this with your medication. Now, the ingredients was, well, you got good memory.
Yeah.
It was a red or a pink grapefruit, a red onion, and ginger. These 3 ingredients will kill anything that doesn't belong in your body. I kid you not. I would go into details about what I've seen it do, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. This will knock out a whole lot of problems that's in your body that you can't get rid of. But you take the grapefruit, you put it in the juicer, and you take the red onion, you also put that in the juicer, and you take the ginger. You stir it up, but to get your body familiar with this is not a fruit no more. This is a tonic now.
Yeah.
You take a teaspoon, put it in your mouth, and let it go down slowly. You may feel your hair stand up on the back of your neck. I kid you not. You're going to feel it go down your throat, the esophagus, all through your blood cells. I kid you not. Even in your toes.
Oh, good gosh.
Every day on an empty stomach. And this will kill all the parasites, everything in your body.
Yeah.
Because somehow.
Good to know. Great to know.
He said it's great to know.
Oh yeah. And try to get rid of it every 2 to 3 days. But get this in you, but do it on an empty stomach. Now, if you're on any kind of medication, do this 3 hours after you took your medication. If you take this with medication, it will 10 times that medication. You don't want that. Like I said, this is not more. This is a tonic, right? So what you want to do is take this on an empty stomach. Now, when you go to sleep at night, your body changes cells. Sometimes it's best to do it then, while your body is cleansing, the cells being cleansed. This will get into the body real good. And do it early in the morning before you eat breakfast. And I kid you not, whatever problem you have, you're going to see things come out of you that you wouldn't believe that was in you.
Would you suggest we do a cup?
Yes. But first start off with a teaspoon.
Okay.
To get yourself ready, okay? And
you said once or twice a day?
Well, I didn't hear.
She said once or twice a day.
I will do it 2 to 3 times a day. I will start off with a teaspoon, see how good it make you feel. Then gradually go to like a Dixie cup size. Then after that, go to a regular size. Drink it down. Do this twice a day. Now, what it is, a lot of us have these parasites that's in our intestines. And when you use the bathroom, these parasites been with you so many years, they already know how you operate. So when the fecal matter and all that comes out, they will literally bite down on your intestines while the fecal matter go past them.
Oh, wow.
This stuff paralyzes them and stuff.
Child, Quantita, is this like when you said that those parasites be coming out?
Yes, the parasites will come out. I've seen it came out of me before. Yeah.
I cannot.
I
we all
appreciate
can use a
you,
toothbrush. I already know.
I know we talked about some words that we can't say about the tonic and different things like that, but I appreciate you for coming on and giving us your knowledge and sharing it with us anyway. Y'all
can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one more question. Mr. Bruno, can you recommend anything? Does your product handle chronic dry mouth? I know a lot of people that deal with that.
That's funny you say that because it was a lady that was taking this. The dentist was giving it to her and somehow it was helping her. But she had to walk around taking mints all the time with her mouth, in her mouth.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
If you try, only thing I could say is try, because I got the best thing you can think of. That's why it's so expensive. If I miss you this way, I got another ingredient gonna catch you another way. So
okay.
Try from what I understand. Because the patient that had now, she uses it all the time now.
Okay, good to know. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, all right. We will let you go, Mr. Bruno. I show gratitude, and make sure y'all go on that affiliate link that I put in the chat and order your ProDent Max. Now you said it's expensive, but it's really not expensive because it's what?
Well, I got it down as 12. It's supposed to be hot. Well, to make it was expensive. It's $550.
Yeah.
And I got to have a meeting with this manufacturer to see can we get this down a little further so I can make it so everybody could, afford it. But some things you just got to pay a little bit more money for.
Absolutely. And it lasts a long time too. Like the toothpaste lasts. You don't need a lot of it.
It is a peace sign.
Yeah, that's exactly.
All you need,
yeah.
That's why I made it like that. And it's really thick. It's
Yeah.
really thick. It goes a long way. All you need. And when you're done with it, put it back on the top so the gravity could pull it down. We went many places looking for the tops for this thing, but that's the biggest sort of the toothpaste could flow through. That's the biggest they make it, and it gets kind of thick. So just lay it on the top part so gravity can pull it down when you're ready to use it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you again, Mr. Bruno, and gratitude for everything, for all of your knowledge. And we'll speak again. Make sure y'all go on that affiliate link and get your ProDent Max. Gratitude, Mr. Bruno.
Gratitude. Beautiful, beautiful night.
Likewise. All right. Peace. Okay, y'all. We're gonna take a brief 2-second commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna dive into what, Johnny Depp?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back.
My name is Bettina Dean, and I am the Ancestral Interpreter. Soul Sessions Live is a show that you must hear and see to believe. I have helped many people connect with a lost loved one to get the closure they deeply desire. This is my passion, and I can't wait to take you on a walk with the ancestors.
Hey, y'all.
Gaia, you
Hey, y'all.
It's so quick.
Every time I move, it's gonna come back. Okay.
Just seriously.
I see some
That's
of
too
our
funny.
committee, Darby said that they are terrified now of the fire.
Child, I would be too. The first thing that I thought about when you said that the parasites was coming out was, the private part. If I see a parasite come out of there, I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna hit the floor.
They do. They come out. They look like
I want
mucus.
to do it.
I'm gonna do it, but
I do
if
too,
I see that,
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
pass
do it.
out.
Don't look in there.
I definitely want to do it.
How can I
Yeah,
not
you ain't
look?
gotta look.
I'm gonna be
Don't
looking
look.
dead at it.
I might pass out,
I
but I'm
don't look
looking.
too close though. Something might jump out at me.
Man.
I don't know.
If you're allergic to onions, then you probably can't use that mixture.
I wouldn't have surprised that at
I know you
all.
said it got to be in a juicer. The
All right.
ginger is what I was kind of confused about, but I figured it out.
Well, ginger is no
No, the
joke.
ginger,
I mean,
you juice it as well. You juice out 3 of them.
Oh, okay,
all three
okay,
of them.
okay,
So you
okay,
can start with a teaspoon and then slowly increase.
okay, okay.
So where are we going with this? With the Johnny Depp? I know y'all been keeping track with the trial. What's happening?
Basically.
Apparently Amber didn't sleep up, basically.
This woman, I think that she deserves an Oscar at like bad acting. I'm surprised that she has a career in doing this because I saw her tell the most dramatizing story and her face was red and she had tissues and everything. She posed to stop for pictures when she was crying, but I saw not one tear. Not one tear. This has been, it's kind of scary that somebody can be that intent on damaging you.
Exactly.
And it's sick. It's pretty sick. And I see a lot of people who are they're thinking she has some real issues. She has some issues. And I feel, he does too. Don't get me wrong. He's not perfect, but he's not an abuser.
Right.
He
Do
has
they do
issues.
drugs? Do they do drugs? So they
both do them.
Right.
Hell yeah,
Right.
they do
He
drugs.
focuses on his cocaine use, and she does every other drug except that one. She does shrooms and acid and some of everything. But she looks down on him because he does cocaine. So
I'm like, you got to be doing
I
something
heard
if you
something
if you
about
pooping
that.
on people's beds. I'm just saying.
This
Gotta be
case
taking
was a
something.
distraction and a shit show.
That's not even the worst of it.
Exactly.
For sure.
She fights everybody. She has a record for abusing her spouse.
Yep.
She had a same sex partner that she lived with. And she was convicted of abusing her, but she got it expunged.
Hmm.
And she really has. If you listen to the stories of her life, she has a history of this. And so, but I have heard the other side where he still may not win because it's supposed to be very hard to prove defamation of character, even though she
Mhm.
has clearly defamed
If
his
it's
character. So I don't.
liable, then it's
Right.
on
Yes.
and it's on his face. Then all she
Right.
like it ain't really nothing that got to be proven because when it's
I mean, she
liable
cut
and
his
it's on
taser
his
off.
face, you see it. That's it. Like you did it.
Right. Right.
Like
She
how
cut
I
his
could have
taser
Right,
off.
done
right,
dummy, oh dumb dummy. They kept
Mhm.
calling me a pedophile.
Mhm.
Like that's liability and defamation on his
Right.
face. I
Right.
don't even have to prove it.
Exactly.
right,
I
Nope.
just show that in the
Mhm.
court.
right.
Dumb dummy was stupid. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know,
Hmm.
period.
Hmm.
This case is absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm.
So I have a few key points that I've been jotting down watching this shit. Um, so he
No.
wasn't the only alcoholic or drug abuser, though that's what she was claiming that he was. She drank like 2 bottles of wine a day. She took drugs. She was caught lying about using makeup that didn't exist to cover bruises that may not have existed either by the makeup company. The makeup company
Yep.
whose product it
Didn't even
was
exist at that
went
time.
on Twitter and
Yep.
was like, this product was created after whatever the hell she's talking about.
Girl, knock it the fuck.
Right.
She
Wow.
has
Yes.
a past.
Wow.
She has a past
Wasn't even in.
domestic violence arrest with her ex, one against Johnny, her sister. She assaulted her
Mhm.
ex-boyfriend in public.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying Johnny Depp is not a womanizer, but
Mhm.
publicly,
Right.
there's no history of his women that have ever said anything about him being that way with her. Now, I don't know if they were
Never.
paid
Thanks.
or
Thanks.
whatever, but nobody has said,
Right.
nobody that he's dealt with in the past has said anything about it. Her psychologist
Exactly.
lied about having no domestic violence history, and that was caught
Mhm.
by his lawyers. There's no witnesses for her, no evidence. The lawyers even said that the broken nose she was claiming that he gave her was fake. I mean, it's just one lie after the other with her.
Right.
Bad
So,
actions.
so what are the consequences for lying like that under
I mean, it's
oath and
perjury
all
for
that? Are there
sure.
consequences for this?
Yeah, should be
Their
pretty
genomes,
crazy.
they
Well,
consequences is
this is not a
different.
criminal case, so there's really nothing
Right.
other than losing your case. But we're talking 50 million and $100 million. We're not
Right.
talking, a little bit of money. But
Yeah.
the fact
Right,
that
right, right.
she chose to go out and lie on purpose,
Hmm.
I think she needs to probably pay a couple dollars, just for GP. I think, but you know,
Mhm.
I mean, he did lose
Yeah.
I would say an average of about $150 million just from Disney,
Right.
who canceled him.
Right.
He was guilty until proven. You could think he was a Mennonite. I mean, they really just cut him off and said, no, this is not going to happen. We believe her, and they didn't know she was crazy, but she's crazy, clearly.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
So
insane. That whole situation is crazy, to say the least.
Apparently, they not the
absolutely.
only insane ones. Apparently,
Mm-mm.
these folks right here
Yes, that part.
Listen.
got something to do with this right here. Let's get into it. Let's have a conversation. First of all,
Let's have it.
Yeah.
can I
Come
play
on.
this TikTok? Can I just play this TikTok real quick?
Play the
This is
TikTok.
Sure.
Play the
this is
TikTok.
going to
Absolutely.
give
Come on
some
now.
people who may not know what I did not know because I the fuck didn't know about. They call him Kitty Heels. They call Kevin
Kitty.
Samuels Kitten Heels.
Oh my
What
Samuels.
they
God.
do?
Oh,
Child.
okay.
Okay.
Kitten heel. All right.
Kitten Hills. All right.
Cause your mama.
We got a glare.
Why are you so egotistical? Cause your mama.
Oh,
What?
Cause your mama.
Mm.
Child, that is Kevin Samuels. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna play this too because this was some tea. Now I'm gonna read you what the damn caption say before I play this. The caption says 50 Cent leaving her must have been her karma. And then at the bottom it says, if death is inevitable, how is it karma? People are up in arms allegedly about Vivica Fox.
About the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, the fact that he kicked over real quick.
I mean, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, "Man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we were together for 4 months, and she's still mad. My badoom doom must be better than I thought." Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. Because who looked more hurt? Curtis Jackson or Vivica A. Fox? I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons.
Somebody killed this man because his motherfucking.
Exactly.
That ain't funny.
You know what? I wish I was a size 10. I still wish I was a size 10, but I'm not. But that don't mean that, I'm going to go out and dog everybody that's my size. That's just.
Yeah.
I just want to know if he was a top or a bottom. That's really
exactly. It's giving.
Oh, motherfucking queen, child.
I can't with you, Maya. I cannot.
That's funny. I didn't really follow the man like that, so but
I didn't follow him, but I knew him.
I didn't follow him either. I just knew that he was always degrading Mennonite women, which I never, ever, ever could understand why. Like,
right.
I don't understand how he really got his joy of degrading women. And like the women that have came up there, they have like legit questions for him, and he would always think that they would be funny, and he would just dog them out literally.
Dog them out.
With no remorse, and then go on to the next one.
And then the woman that you had your medical emergency with, she was a plus size woman, but you dogged everybody else out for being plus size. That's a trip to me. But he's
that makes sense. Yeah, make sense.
I think from what I understood, though, a large part of his audience was
about
women.
shit. Why were they calling in? I couldn't understand.
And wasn't he divorced twice?
And child support wanted him too. So,
I was like, you're not taking care of kids.
So his children could be taken care of because he wasn't taking care of them when he was here.
She said, "Why are you so egotistical?" He said, "Cause your mama."
Cause your mama.
I would have been in my car with my kids at that moment.
Man, go back to high school.
They hit them up with a needle.
Quick.
Yeah. And they said his mother. Well, he said. They didn't say. He said that his mother didn't raise him. But from what I'm hearing, his mother doesn't. She doesn't talk like that. She talks like she probably raised him. So I don't know why he would lie. I mean, you sold yourself out just to make money off of putting down women. I mean, he reminds me of another person that I used to watch back in the day, and
Tommy Sotomayor.
That's him. You see where he is now. So I mean, karma doesn't just come from one.
Tommy is where the fuck he was already at, in the bottom, in the gutter.
There you go,
man.
Yep.
Tommy's a trip too, to say the least.
Somebody said in the chat, I read somewhere he was living out of an Airbnb and didn't have money left behind.
Saw that.
He should have lived off of that money that he got for that movie that he's supposed to be making.
He was making a movie? What movie?
Tommy Sotomayor. He was making a movie about being a father.
Where's that fool?
I haven't seen a movie. Have you seen a movie from him? I haven't. Maybe. I don't know.
This is funny. That's
funny. I heard that.
Right.
That's the G night.
I mean, come on now.
Apparently, guys, around the same time as Kevin Samuels kicked the bucket, Ryan Chandler was supposedly picked up a hitchhiker, and the hitchhiker was supposedly one that committed the atrocity and killed Mr. Chandler. Oh, I'm dizzy. Oh, child, wait a minute.
Here we go now.
Why are you picking up hitchhikers?
Okay.
Who picks up hitchhikers? First of all,
but his friend said he
Right.
would never pick up a hitchhiker. Said that
Exactly.
is not even like him.
It's
They
not.
are saying, child,
Doesn't make
and
sense.
I
Doesn't
do
make
say allegedly
All
that
right now.
these folks killed him.
Really?
Because he was
He knew
outing
too much.
someone that he was having sexual relations with.
Mhm.
My J, let's talk about it, my J.
Okay,
Yeah, my J,
so
what's up?
hey y'all,
She's
what's
ready.
up? Anyway, so Ryan is from the DFW. He is a very he's pretty well known in the Black church community. Put it like that. He knows a lot of people. He has a lot of connections. He had his own talk show on Facebook. He was also a pastor of a church himself, but he also had relations with other prominent pastors in the DFW Metroplex, allegedly. So he knew a lot of dirt on a lot of people. He was not ashamed to, say what needed to be said or directed at whoever it needed to be directed to. And it is absolutely my belief that this hitchhiker story is a bunch of bullshit, and I do believe that he was murdered. Like, when I read the article, I was like, this doesn't even fit.
Doesn't even sound right.
This does not even fit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. It's crazy, and I know for a fact because I used to get the messages on social media, but like he was blasting people for the stuff that they was doing. And one pastor and wife in particular, I honestly feel like the wife was controlling the husband because she was more masculine and he was the more submissive, feminine. And when he blasted him, all hell broke loose. And it was all over social media. Quite a few all over social media. But he told it like it was. He didn't hide who he was. He was not ashamed of who he was. Because he would still tell you in a heartbeat, I still love God. I'm still in church. Like whatever. It's just unfortunate what happened to him. But he had a lot of dirt. A lot.
Yeah, I come from that.
TV. Does somebody have a TV playing in the background? It sounded like frequency coming through, but it
stopped.
I don't know. It sounded like TV or something. Like I couldn't tell what it was, but it was like, oh my goodness, it's frequency. I could hear it too. I didn't know what it was, y'all. But okay. Well, what's y'all thoughts on this? Come on, let's have a conversation.
I think that
yeah, a lot of these churches is telenovelas around this bitch. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got the pastor fucking the parishioners. You got the you got the parishioners want to do the first lady. You got the choir director fucking people. Yeah, I've seen it with my own two eyes. Yeah, it can go down. And if you know all this stuff and you all up in it, I can see them easily taking them out. Now you fucking with the money.
Yeah. Now you fucking
on a hitchhiker.
You done fucked up the church.
Literally.
They can't know I like taking dick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going
hitchhiking back in the 70s. With Ted Bundy, they don't hitchhike no more.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody hitchhiking.
And if you are hitchhiking, you ain't gonna get a ride. Why would you pick somebody up?
His friend said that don't even sound like him. He's so particular. He wouldn't even do no shit like that.
Exactly. Somebody lying.
Because they were probably talking to him too.
He was like, "Are you worried?" But we already know that these folks right here always have some shit going on. You know that church. Ooh, child, that church.
Church is very messy. Yeah. But I mean, it all makes sense because of the energy it's governing over it. So all that makes sense to me.
Yeah, oppressive as hell. Oppressive as I done put the wrong name on here. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get this because we about to get into something. I'm gonna play a little bit of something.
Let's do this.
Ooh, child. Here come the tea for show.
Here we
Was
go.
it not a mess?
Oh,
Was
shit.
it or was it not a mess?
It was
a
a
mess.
complete train wreck.
We're gonna play just a
Can I get the
snippet
transcribe?
Yo, if you can catch it.
Print out.
I hope this is teaching folks.
Wait a minute. Let's go to it. Okay, so who all watched it? Who all watched that?
I watched it.
I did.
I know I did.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation because this was a whole fucking foolery of a fuck. Yeah.
Of the foolery of the fuck, or was it the fuck
This
or the
woman
foolery?
said she wore a pillow worn by Joan. She probably wants to say Crawford, but she said Joan Rivers. But listen, listen.
She did.
She probably had a little Joan Rivers puss too.
What
You
is
said
it?
what?
She probably had a little Joan Rivers puss too.
Girl.
Yeah, because Joan is up there in the hierarchy, so that would make sense.
I mean, it was a little scary the way she kept bringing up Joan. Honestly,
It
It was
was.
a little spooky.
Like she
why?
been
Yeah.
watching. She been watching this.
She been watching you. She had.
They've all been watching.
I bet you they all watch
Just
you.
that's
The
all.
more donations.
You find out you've been dead for 8 months just by watching something
That's
else.
it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's a little clip of it, and we can play a couple clips and talk about it because this shit was foolery.
And then I come back, and whenever I want to, fly away someplace else for a little while, then you do it again. I love you too, or just her, or just you. By the way, let me tell you something, Wendy. You definitely, so I saw you, I'm not going to lie, I seen you out the other night with Jason Lee at the Met Gala after parties, and I said, I got to have you on the show. Well, I didn't see anybody, but you know who this is? This is Joan Rivers. You know who that is? Yes. Well, she gave this to me. I used to go to her apartment just by myself after doing the Wendy Williams show, and I'd go over there, and we would curse like the dog. And so he goes, here, have it. And she threw it to me and said, now go home. Joan Rivers is a legend. All right, so Wendy.
Listen, he's sweating to the
I thought the same thing.
Why was he yelling at her though?
Exactly.
Y'all know Joe always loud.
About why you're not in this show. There was a big rumor saying Alzheimer's, that you forgetting stuff. And could you clear that up for the people? Because you got huge fans that want to know. I don't mind talking about this. I was in Miami, and then I found out that my money was I don't want to talk too much about that, but let's just say I know what kind of money I have. Unfortunately, I only have $2 and nothing else. Everything is frozen, and some people are involved with this, and so that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, let's pause for a second so we can get some of this dialogue because first of all, Wendy is on this interview saying red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
Ain't she?
How did you think Joan Rivers into that?
I don't understand how did she go from this subject to this one to that one, then to the other
Like
one.
a whole thing?
The only thing I'm gonna say she was probably like coherent on that is because I've heard her in a different interview is they got her money for show because that's consistent out of all the interviews.
That's
they
where
got
it
her
gets
money.
weirder. The two niggas that came up that was talking. I felt like they was fucking talking in code. Like, yeah, we got this bitch and ain't nobody letting her go. Like, I felt like it was some weird shit. We gonna play some
Probably.
Y'all think she said she only has $2? What do you think?
I mean,
I don't know about the $2.
I
Even though I
think
know
they
that
give
they got her money froze, I just don't see how she can only have $2.
Somebody paying all my bills. I wouldn't even care. You pay all my bills. I mean,
maybe it's $2
who
to
does
you.
that? Yeah, Yeah, I
$2
mean,
what?
all you need is $2. All your bills are paid. I mean, honestly, that's just me.
I feel like
But
the
I mean,
reason
you
why
work for all that money.
I feel like
True.
wherever the real Wendy is, she the one that really want her money, and she the one that shut them down. She was not about to let this clone
You know,
get everything she
I
done
did
worked
not think of
for.
it like
Exactly.
that.
Mm.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
that part too.
that makes sense. That can make sense.
That makes a lot of sense, though. That really does.
Because if she's already dead, of course everything is locked and blocked and allegedly
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
nothing she says
Frozen.
makes sense. Her motherfucking clone allegedly is coming undone. Let's go a little
Is it people you trusted that spread the rumor of the Alzheimer's so they could take your money? Is this a money grab?
No, people say things like that. Like maybe I went because I have lymphedema. I told you about my feet. People say, well, I just am ready to go. And where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I told you when they froze my money and stopped it. They froze my son's stuff, and we talked about it. I don't want to talk too much about it because I know that a lot of people. How many people will know what you and I are talking about?
I mean, everybody's on here, Wendy. So whatever you say, they going because Wendy calls me privately and talks to me about things, and so but it's private. But now we're doing this. This is an interview type of thing, Wendy. Whatever you say, everybody's tuned in.
By the way, Joan Rivers also gave this to me. This is she was wearing
This
this
is random.
when she was
Very.
somewhere. And
She was wearing it
had
somewhere.
her apartment. And I said, wow. I said, do you mind if because I'm not going to wear that because, I don't want to wear that. She goes, I don't want to
Clearly,
curse
she
you.
on the other side.
But,
That's
yeah,
when she keep talking about Joan Rivers.
I love her.
But she ain't even,
Wendy. So did you take a break from the show, or did you agree to just leave? Why did you just get up and leave? Was it like a takeover? What?
No, somebody stopped giving me my money. Somebody stopped giving me my American Express. Somebody stopped. I have no money.
Okay. She says somebody stopped giving her money. Someone stopped giving her the American Express. Who the fuck was already on a conservatorship with her that was taking her shit? Could it be her husband?
Exactly.
Possibly.
I think it was her husband, and then after he left the picture, it jumbled up somewhere.
Like-
Something, you know what I'm saying?
Like she spiraled. Like I thought she was gonna be okay when she had left him because he was abusive to her allegedly, and then
Why
after.
does she think she still have a show?
She really believes that she still has a show that she's coming back to. Now,
What's she
somebody
coming back to?
here, her handler. I'm gonna let some of this other play out. She's about to bring up two different guys. These motherfuckers seem like they talking in code. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Okay.
Will do.
Here's a man here, and he went to, tell me. Do you see him?
What's up, brother?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Remember me, Cal, from Atlantic Days?
Yeah, I do remember you from the Atlantic days. How you been?
Wendy like, oh shit, he knows these motherfuckers.
Girl over there?
Yeah, in a different kind of way.
Yeah, man.
He's got so much money. I don't know which one has more money than.
She trying to tell him these motherfuckers got my money.
My money, right?
Man, proud of everything you've done. You're the hardest working dude I know, man. You carved your
Lies.
Last I saw you, you was doing like Wall Street and shit like that, right?
a little bit of this, a little bit of that, the capital markets,
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Capital market.
Capital murder.
So you know when the radio days?
Sorry?
Wendy since the radio days? You know Wendy since the radio days?
No, when did you know me?
I don't know, Wendy. Early TV days. I would say early TV days. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, go there. Hey, man, I just want to say hi. Hi, brother. I know this fella. Did you already? Guy's your friend. Already. Here he is. Joe, what up, Joe?
Look.
Oh, wait.
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good. We go back to Lexington Ave days.
That's right.
Everybody know each
Like
other.
they all know each other.
Exactly.
Right.
What in the code is going on here?
What in the code?
Fat Joe said it's a lot of people over there. He said, he said to shout out to somebody that got killed. Like, what the fuck? That's not what he said. He said it's a lot of motherfuckers over there. And he trying to figure out why the fuck nigga, you was a nigga from the street of Jersey, probably, nigga. Like, what is you doing at this lady's house?
Right.
I don't know, but Wendy need a tune up.
She really do. Like, what's going on?
Okay, but she said they mentioned Alzheimer's, and then she went to lymphedema. Do y'all know the difference between
all over
those? Those are two totally different things. Like,
they need to go put her in Georgia.
Put her in what?
To me, it was almost like they were using code shit to disrupt frequency, to disrupt their way of thinking. Because even when Fat Joe said, so it's a lot of people over there. Soon as dude said what he said about the person that was dead, Fat Joe went right into it. Yet, like, yes, showing gratitude. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening?
Right. What was that about?
Speaking in code.
They speaking in code.
They holding the clone hostage.
All the family, yup. The first guy who ever took me to Dapper Dan to get some Gucci and stuff. He's a big boy, Wendy, and he walked. I used to see him. He used to wear this Louis Vuitton, and I'd be like, "Yo, my man, where did you get this?" And this is back in the day, 80s, 90s, and he'd be like, "Yo, Dapper Dan." He took me over there, and I started getting fresh ever since with the Louis Vuitton and Gucci. He was a good guy.
Exactly. So you gotta know me. I'm Mel Maxey. I'm the one who does everybody. Everybody.
What do you mean does everybody? Does everybody. What does that mean? Does everybody?
Right.
Exactly.
But what does he do?
You don't look like no stylist or nothing.
Right.
He's not. That nigga's
You don't look like.
There you go. There you go.
So around here doing with these men, sir.
You don't even look like you cut hair. Like,
He said, well, you gotta know me.
Yeah.
So when this interview ends, it basically exactly it ends with, oh my God, I feel so sick right now. I feel like
okay, just breathe.
Yeah, breathe.
ooh, I feel sick.
You got some sage or some caramis?
I do, but it's in the car. I feel like how I felt when the souls pass away and they immediately come to me. Like how down. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think that could be why the
frequency after the mouth.
Why that frequency is going on right now.
Yes. I can't think of what I'm supposed to say. Okay. Well, we will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the shape-shifting.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
That's probably what you finna do in just any minute now.
In a moment now.
Right. Momentarily.
Speaking of shape-shifting.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is a company that I use. This is toothpaste. This is all melanite, Black owned. I love it. I use it every day.
Hey, we back, y'all.
You okay,
Yeah,
Governor?
we bake. We bake.
Yeah, I'm a little warm, but I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, my mama told me to tell you to put a little salt on that pickle. It should help you with your nausea.
Oh, my pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, she got one.
Yeah, we saw you take a little bite of that pickle.
That's what my mama. That's what my mama had said.
I can't remember what the shape shifting was, y'all. Shit, I can't remember nothing.
Oh, the
That's
little
the two
Go for it.
Melonite boys.
Mm-hmm.
Shape shifting.
Go ahead, y'all.
Go ahead, y'all.
Well, yeah, basically it's a video of two different dudes, I think over somewhere in Africa, and they are literally like shape shifting from the video. You know, now, it's up to you to tell if it's real or fake, but to me it looked real. I mean, you see the teeth coming from nowhere, you hear the voice change, you see the eyes change. It's freaky, you know. I mean, it's
It
dope, but
really
it's freaky. You know what I mean?
is. It is. It really is. It's the growl for me.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
One of the main things that stuck out to me the most is that everybody was just laughing. I didn't
Try
personally.
to see
I
if I can
wouldn't be
find it.
laughing. I don't even know how. I don't think I would be laughing though. I'd just be in shock.
Well, they
Yeah.
seem to be
Well, you know,
used to
people
it.
respond to things differently. I know people who
True.
laugh out of nervousness. It just, you know what I'm
I
saying?
do too.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation with Vida earlier because, you know, Angola and places in other continents, they're used to seeing this kind of stuff.
This is normal for them.
Yeah, it's normal for them. We're the ones
Must
that
be
don't really
nice.
get to see much of anything over here in the US.
Yeah.
I thought I had a video of it, y'all. My bad. But yeah, it's definitely something to take a look at. Cause do you think that's Kakusa, or do you think that's
I
something
don't
else?
know. It very well could be Kakusa because they could be the way his teeth look, their teeth look. I don't know if you've ever seen gorilla's teeth. They look like that as well. You know. So I don't know. But also vampirics, you know what I mean? Their teeth are like that. I can
That's
show
true.
really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but I
It's
thought I.
coming.
With everything
But
being
yeah,
televised,
that.
a lot of things are being captured.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff we catch. I can't even catch a lot of this stuff on Instagram and stuff like that. I get most of my stuff off of like Telegram because they block so much stuff.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play it.
Doing anything.
Ya no se hizo así. Abre a boca, abre a boca. Abre, levanta,
Yeah, I can't
abre
never
tudo
get
aí.
that right.
Abre a boca, quero ver lá o fundo dos maxilares.
Even the shape of his mouth, his jaw is different.
Agora vai, faz a tua magia aí para sair os dentes.
See that noise right there.
Não vive aí, faz de novo. Pode go, faz. Faz, só mais uma vez, vamos.
Let's run that one more time.
Yeah.
Trabalhar, tá trabalhar.
Yeah. Well, it hurt. It looked like he grabbing his side once he did it. Like,
Já não se hizo así. Abre a
And it
boca.
looked like he don't really want to do it.
Right.
Abre a boca, quero ver lá o fundo dos maxilares.
It looks scary.
Agora vai, faz a tua magia aí para sair os dentes. Não vi bem, faz de novo. Pode go, you faz.
I know y'all saw them teeth. I know y'all did.
They shape
Yeah,
shift
yeah,
for
yeah.
different. They shape shift for different from me. It's a different.
Yeah.
What if I'm just
I've
on
never
here?
seen that come from you.
I'm changing the channel.
She's a vamper. She's a vamper.
She's a vamper.
Oh, that's funny.
That's right.
It's the music for me.
Inuyasha. That's Inuyasha. I know that music.
Read it.
It's the
That
teeth,
is
bro.
cracking up.
I know.
But it sounded like he was howling, didn't he?
Yeah, like a little
Yeah, he
the
was
first time.
He sounded like he was in pain too.
Yeah, it did sound like that was hurting.
All that looked like it hurt.
Painful?
It just looked like it hurt.
Like that?
I mean, I guess
I would
so.
think
And the metamorphosis, like, you know.
If you got things shifting where they wasn't originally, I would think that wouldn't feel great.
Yeah.
You know, telling your bones is cracking or whatever's going on.
That was
Because in that first
lot.
video, that boy kept grabbing his side like it hurt, like
Mm-hmm.
to do something.
He looked like he didn't really want to do it. He looked scared to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy.
Well, it's probably get tired of that. Like, oh, do it, come on, flip, jump through the hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That probably get
Like,
old.
God damn, sick of it. I'm
If
sick
you
of
do it
it.
and everybody start laughing, that's
We have one more topic
Until
we
that
gonna
person-
tap guys before we are out.
Oh
This one is-
yes.
yeah.
But the way they doing the people over there in Shanghai.
Baby,
And they try to
let's
bring
have
it
this
in.
conversation.
Alright.
Before we get into, before we leave out, Chaz, we're gonna still do the money. Chaz has some tips for us, so we're gonna talk about the Shanghai real quick, and then we're gonna get into the money with Chaz.
Yeah, they I got a little clip real quick
Get into it.
for you.
Go ahead.
This is Shanghai. This is what they doing when you're not cooperating. This is a couple of days ago, y'all. So, but this is hold on. Oh snap! I'm screwed up. Hold on, my bad.
No penis.
Whoa.
Let me check.
There we go.
Got him wrapped up like a sub.
Okay, wrapped him up, Natasha.
A whole burrito.
A whole
They straight
burrito.
duct taping his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Like,
hungry now.
Like, what do you think this is gonna do? Like,
I'm
Oh,
like
you
putting
don't wanna
Saran
go? You
wrap
don't
on
wanna
my
go to the
stomach like
camp?
everybody else, but this is ridiculous. This is a tad bit too
tired. Shoot.
It's crazy. It's like oh y'all don't want you don't want to cooperate. Oh, okay, we got you. Don't worry about it.
We'll wrap you up.
That's the police. That's the police right there. And there's another clip of people trying to break out. I don't know if I have it, but people trying to break out of the
people
camp.
like breaking jaws, knocking niggas out, putting them in, and I'm talking about the Asian niggas, but they was knocking them out, putting them in these camps, like hitting them with whole two pieces, putting them in
There we go.
the camp.
Oh, they're not going for that no more.
It's going
Oh,
down.
they tired.
So the
It's like
people
a
that you
video
see that
game.
aren't in the white, they was breaking out. They was breaking out like give us free up in this bitch. That's what they
Right.
was doing.
They was
Enough
yeah.
is enough.
They was straight homicide.
Man.
And they get tired of that
But I
mess.
feel like yeah, they trying to bring that's what they're trying to do over here. But that's the importance of the Second Amendment, y'all. The Second Amendment was for the government. Or if our government ever tried to really get off the hook, we would have a way to protect ourselves. They get away with this kind of stuff over there in China and shit like that because they don't have no weapons. All their weapons is gone. So what are they gonna do?
They are changing our laws over here too, MW, and we not paying no attention. So we'll think we gonna stand up for some shit, and they gonna be like, well, actually,
Right. So it's gonna be too late by then. They didn't already do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard about the new bill that was introduced where they were talking about charging you if you don't vote. Now I don't know if this is just for like presidential votes or if it's for like everything. They were saying if you're not registered to vote, $20 will be the fee that you would have to pay, the penalty that you would have to pay for not voting. So yeah.
What they gonna make us do is rise all
the
way
hell off
and show them what the Kakusas do, because ain't nobody fucking. They love to make
paying them nothing.
We have to do. We don't have to do a motherfucking thing to kill some shit.
I read that screwed up everybody's taxes and shit. They want
gratitude, should I say? Like. That gets old. First, in California, if you don't have insurance, you get fined. So now this, like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
They're just trying to figure out more ways to get money. $5.55 per gallon of gas. That's some bullshit.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's come on.
I just saw 409. I'm like 409, bitch. Wait.
409. That's pretty good.
$6, $7.
I paid $4.25.
In Cali, yes, easily $6-7.
Make me want to take my damn car and drive that bitch off the side of a mountain. It's sickening.
Gallon of gas, depending on where you are, it can be $6 to $7. The cheapest gas that I've seen thus far is like $5.73, $5.75.
Oh, I'm gonna get a horse. What you mean? I'm gonna get a horse.
You might as well go on and just start fighting because the war is what they're saying is causing all this stuff to go up. So I mean, if we got to pay more for gas, more for food, we don't have the food that we want because they got that all out in the water waiting for us and stuff. I mean, what the hell am I sitting here for? Just to spend money that I don't damn have? I mean, it's a problem.
Right.
And I'm tired. I'm broke. I don't know what to say.
Exactly. But you made something very, very pivotal, a great point. You said they're blaming it on the war that people have forgotten that we've been in for over 20 years.
Right. We've been at war. It's going through all this. And why the hell they send all our stuff over there anyway? That's just stupid. Why would you do that? And then now we supposed to feel bad for you. Oh, okay, go on and bring everybody over here and give them free housing and give them tax-free dollars and all this other type of shit. I don't care about none of it. It's not right. I mean, I just have a problem because
right now, Miss
I've been working since I couldn't work.
Well, they got free health care and all this free stuff. We gotta pay for it.
Please.
But man, governance. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say we're gonna go ahead and toss it over to, as you say, toss it over to Chaz. And
I'll take it over, Chaz.
Greetings, family, panel. So y'all probably wondering why I got a shoebox here. Okay, so I got the shoebox because apparently I'm late. They've been doing this since 2019 or whatever. But I'm just now discovering on trying to budget and or whatnot. I'm not really good with my money because I spend it too much. If I got it, I'm spend it. I don't know why that is, but I'm pretty sure everybody can relate. You feel me? Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is besides me putting money aside for my bills and all that, you know, the essentials that you know you have to pay, you know what I'm saying? Besides putting all that in my free time, my money, like I used to keep my money on the debit card. Some people like cash. I'm not really a cash user and all that whatnot. But when I do pull off, I pull off maybe like 100, 150 just to have on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like that much money. So what I'm starting to do is put money in the shoebox, you know, even loose change. They go from 1s, 5s, 20s. I'm not putting no 50s in here because yeah. So what I'm going to start doing is I want to, for like 2 to 3 months, I just want to put money inside the shoebox to discipline myself. And I only say discipline is because I have no discipline with my money. Put it like that. So I want to take money from my savings and leave it in my checks and put it in my savings. On top of that, the loose money that I do have, I want to put it in a shoebox. Only because I feel like mentally I never was taught to save anything. You know what I'm saying? So that even goes for loose change or anything. So if you have like right now I have like just some money on the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much, but I'm going to put that in here only because I don't want to know how much it is. Because if I know how much it is, then I'm going to spend it. So that's the discipline in this, is to put whatever you can in here, but not allow yourself to know how much you put in there. So when you're doing this, don't count the money. You know, don't sit up there and be like, okay, well, I got $5. I'm gonna put it in here because if you give yourself a number, say you want to put $5 in there each week, you're gonna know. Say, okay, so say this. Say you want to put $5 in there each week, but you're giving yourself 6 months. In your head, you already calculating, okay, 5 times 6 months is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't want to do it like that. Yeah. So the best bet is to just grab all the money you can that you got loose and just put it in there weekly, daily, whatever you can, you know what I'm saying? And you never know in 2 to 3 months how much money you can save. So that's where I'm heading to it. You know, maybe 2 to 3 months, maybe I don't want to open this box. You know, maybe I want to keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that. Yeah. You know, so hopefully this teaches me some discipline, and hopefully you guys can do it with me as well. So I kind of want to make this a challenge, you know. Give us like
that would be good.
2 to 4 months, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna call it a box challenge. Okay. Yeah. And just, you know, put whatever you can in there.
That's dope, Chaz. At least you trying something. Good. You know, a lot of people just be like, oh, well, I just suck at it. You know what I'm saying? At least you're putting your foot forward to be like, okay, I got to do something. Something's got to give. You know what I'm saying? So much.
Now, the hard part, gratitude. The hardest part is that it's accessible, which I was telling Dora B, is that we know it's going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
It's accessible. So the discipline is that to say, okay, well, this box is specifically for this. So I know I cannot touch it. I don't want to know how much money I put in there. So the discipline is that is try not to go into it. That's what your savings is for. You know what I'm saying? This is like, we're gonna put this as a third party savings. So that third party savings, we don't touch at all until it's time. You see what I'm saying? Because if we keep doing that, then we're gonna just, oh well, I need this right now because it's right here. Let me grab this out of here. And I have a hard time doing that because I do that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is really a discipline and a training for me right now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys can do that with me. You know, whatever you can spare, put it in there.
I'll give it a shot.
Right.
Let's do it.
Do y'all hear like a man's voice, like deep?
Yes, the frequency.
I want to say
something more the frequency.
I want to say that you.
That's what I've been coming this whole time. Like, is that frequency? Like, is somebody got a TV playing?
He got a deep throat, whoever it is.
Child. Excuse my reaction to his voice in the beginning, but it just caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
You know what? His voice did sound good. I ain't
that caught me off complete guard.
Darby came out.
That really came out of nowhere. I was like, oh shit.
Like, Darby, you know you're on air, right? You know we live.
I know,
right?
that's what I said. I said, ooh. It came out before I knew it.
Came up on that sound like Barry White. I was like, damn. Okay. I've been single for a while, so it's just
That's too
This was a
funny.
pretty good show. We got a lot covered and done tonight. We had great conversations, I do believe. Appreciate everybody for
Absolutely.
your participation and sending love to gratitude to Mr. Bruno from Pro Max.
Of course.
You can go.
Gratitude.
You can go to this. Child, where is it? Oh my goodness! Hold on.
What is it?
Wait a minute.
I know when I was looking in the comments earlier, this one lady said that she finna have to sit on a towel because, when she heard his voice, she said she's gonna have to sit on a towel. I was like, oh God.
Wow.
I couldn't say that because he was talking.
Somebody
but
else said something about all they need is the after they get the toothpaste, they're gonna get a toothbrush and they just need to hear his voice.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all wow.
Yeah, y'all are funny.
Peeking out the shower curtain.
Who's
What?
funny?
Oh my
Y'all are
goodness.
funny.
You say Pro Max, right?
Pro Max. Period. All right. Well, I love you all to
Now, what
put
is you-
this into life. So say what you're gonna say.
Oh, nothing. I was being silly. I'm not saying nothing. Go for it, governess.
Let me let you take us out.
Oh, take it. Okay. Well, just like all the time, y'all. You know, we need to unite Melanites. And with that said, let Yehuda guide us and Adina cover us. And until next time, we'll see you then.
Peace.
See you
Good night.
then.
Peace.
Bye.